He's got a car with a jet engine, another worth $20 million, and one of the world's first supercars. But the best one yet is a car so valuable you simply can't put a price on it. Jay Leno, legendary comedian and former Tonight Show host, isn't just a fan of cars, he's one of the most dedicated collectors on earth. Inside his impressive Big Dog garage, located near Burbank Airport in California, Leno keeps a jaw-dropping collection of over 180 cars and 160 motorcycles, with an estimated total value of up to $100 million. From priceless antiques to futuristic one-offs, every vehicle is a piece of history, and some are so rare, they don't even have a price tag. 10. Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. This car wasn't merely ahead of its time, it redefined what a high-performance car could do in the 1950s. Introduced in 1954, it was the first production car with Bosch mechanical direct fuel injection, offering 215 to 240 horsepower from a 3-liter inline-6 that's inclined at 50 degrees under the hood for a lower center of gravity and sleeker design. The lightweight tubular space frame chassis, engineered by Rudolf Uhlenhaut, weighed just about 82 kilograms. This made necessary space for those unique upward hinged gullwing doors. Top speed around 160 miles per hour or 260 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest production car of its era. Surprisingly, this was a W194 racing prototype turned into a road car. The 300 SL helped usher in the modern sports car era. Jay's 300 SL isn't parked, it's driven regularly, maintained in striking silver with a red interior. Only 1,400 gullwing coupes were ever built between 1954 and 1957, and just 29 of those featured ultra-rare aluminum bodies that weigh 85 pounds less. These can fetch prices up to $10 million, as seen in barn find models recently featured by Jay himself. If the 300 SL impressed you, here's another one that rewrote what a car is capable of. 9. McLaren P1. The McLaren P1 makered the moment when electric Torque was combined with twin turbo for the first time ever. This beast was launched in 2013 as part of the Holy Trinity alongside the LaFerrari and Porsche 918. The McLaren P1 is one of the modern beasts in Jay Leno's garage. He also has the Tesla Plaid S, but we not focusing on mass-produced cars on this video. It packs a combined 903 horsepower, 727 from a twin turbo V8, and 176 from an electric motor. That hybrid setup isn't for saving gas, it's for launching you into full speed, and 0 to 60 under 2.8 seconds. Top speed, electronically capped at 217 miles per hour. Leno's P1 is finished in a deep carbon black, and he doesn't let it sit in his garage. He's taken it through LA traffic and mountain roads. It's fast, loud, and surgically precise. Jay once said it's the closest thing to a street-legal Formula 1 car. And coming from a guy who's driven just about everything, that's saying something. We've seen speed and innovation, now it's time for elegance carved in metal. 8. 1939 Laganda VIS 12. Before the name Ferrari was on everybody's mouth, there was Laganda, a British brand that was making the world's finest Grand Tours in the pre-war era, and this specific Laganda had been designed to compete at Le Mans. Jay Leno's example isn't just rare, it's practically a resurrection. His car was built from scratch using original factory blueprints and salvaged components, assembled by Laganda Joe Harding, one of the only men alive with the knowledge to do it right. Under the long hood sits a V12 engine designed by W.O. Bentley, delivering a smooth yet powerful 180 horsepower, unheard of in the late 1930s. Only about 189 Laganda 512S were ever made, and few survived the war intact, and if you are wondering, it's still in Jay Leno's garage. Coming up next is another vintage with an engine crafted from World War I. July 1917, Fiat Botafogo Special. It has no windshield, no seat belts, and a 21.7-liter aircraft engine from World War I. Jay Leno's Fiat Botafogo Special, valued at over $1.1 million, is a one-off tribute to early motorsport insanity. At its core, a 21.7-liter inline-6 Fiat A.12 Aero engine, originally designed to power military aircraft during World War I. If you are a gearhead like Jay, driving a car with an Aero engine engine isn't terrifying at all. This bad boy was inspired by a legendary Argentinian speed record car and built using authentic vintage parts. It makes more than 300 horsepower, weighs nearly 2 tons, and has no roof or real brakes. Jay drives it through Los Angeles traffic like it's a Sunday cruiser. After raw chaos, let's step into something rarer, an American car so exclusive most people have never even heard of it. 6. 1953 Cunningham C3. While the world was chasing Ferraris and Jaguars in the early 1950s, Briggs Cunningham, a wealthy American sportsman and Le Mans racer, set out to prove that America could build a world-class Grand Tourer from scratch. The result was the Cunningham C3, a beautiful blend of American muscle and Italian engineering, and one of the rarest production cars of its time. To meet Le Mans qualification requirements, Cunningham had to build at least 25 road-legal versions of his race car. He combined a Chrysler Firepower Hemi-Fi 8 with a lightweight aluminum body, custom crafted by Carrozzeria Vignale in Italy. Jay's example is fully restored and valued at around $1.2 million, not just because it's rare, but because of what it represents. An era where America could almost compete with Europe's finest. Coming up next is a car every billionaire wishes they had bought in the 90s. 5. McLaren F1, born in 1992 with one goal to be the best driver's car in the world, and it achieved that and more. Designed by Gordon Murray, the F1 was hand-built using Formula One technology, a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, central driving position, and a naturally aspirated 6.1-liter BMW V12 that produced 627 horsepower. Its top speed, 241 miles per hour, a record for a production car that stood for over a decade, and it did it without turbos or hybrids. With only 106 made, auction prices are now pushing past $20 million. This might just be the most expensive car in his garage, but hold your horses. A priceless car is coming in at number 1. Jay Leno's F1 isn't just rare, it's historic. He bought it in the late 90s from Dutch racer Ben Pon Jr., and it remains one of the first McLaren road cars ever imported to the US. But he doesn't baby it because the F1 wasn't built for garages. He fires it up every now and then. Coming up next, it's sleek, seductive, but dangerous. The very car that made the world fall in love with Lamborghini. For Lamborghini Mura P400. Jay Leno's Miura is a great example of Italian engineering and raw performance. This beauty is valued between $3 million and $5 million. The car's stunning curves, coupled with its racing heritage, make it a centerpiece in his collection and a legend on any road. Before the Miura, fast cars were mostly big, loud, and brute force machines. Then came the Miura in 1966, a low-slung, mid-engined beauty that changed everything. Many people say this was the first supercar ever made, and the Mura can back that up. The Mura P400 featured a transverse-mounted 4-liter V12 engine producing around 350 horsepower. This setup wasn't just for show. It gave the car sharp handling and brutal speed, hitting nearly 170 miles per hour. Before we continue enjoying this video, hit that bell to get more peeks into celebrity-style living. 3. 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air. When people think of classic American cars, few models capture the true 50s spirit quite like the 1955 Bel Air. This wasn't just a car, it was a cultural icon, a symbol of post-war optimism and the beginning of the muscle car era. Its bold chrome trim, distinctive tail fins, and two-tone paint jobs made it instantly recognizable on the streets. Under the hood was a range of engine options that became the blueprint for the muscle era. The most popular was the 265 cubic inch small block V8, a newly introduced engine that delivered 162 horsepower, which was a solid jump from previous models. This engine gave the Bel Air enough muscle to impress everyday drivers, while still being reliable and affordable. Jay Leno's Bel Air is a fully restored, showroom quality example, polished to perfection and maintained with the same loving care he gives his rarest supercars. Valued between $70,000 and $150,000, it's surprisingly accessible compared to the 7- and 8-figure cars in his collection. Coming up next is an American classic that's all about prestige. 2. 1963 Cadillac El Dorado. Owning an El Dorado was a symbol of success, luxury, and a taste for the finer things. Jay Leno's El Dorado was restored and returned to his garage, and the engineers carefully maintained the car's classic styling and mechanical detail. This 1963 El Dorado is valued between $150,000 and $300,000 and serves as a testament to Cadillac's dominance during the era. For Jay, the El Dorado represents a time when American luxury cars didn't have to sacrifice power for comfort. Powered by a 7-liter V8 delivering 340 horsepower, it was a powerhouse not to reckon with. This was Cadillac's way of combining muscle and refinement. And now for the one you have all been waiting for. You can't buy this one even if you have a bank check because it's simply priceless. 1. EcoJet Concept. Built not for the market, but for imagination, the EcoJet is unlike anything else in Jay Leno's collection or anyone else's. Developed in collaboration with General Motors and Bosch, and co-designed by Jay Leno himself, this one-off concept car was created to answer a wild question. What if we put a jet engine in a street car? Underneath the sleek carbon fiber and aluminum body sits a Honeywell LT 101 turbine engine, originally used in helicopters, delivering about 650 horsepower. It runs on biodiesel, making it not just fast but experimental in this search for alternative fuels. It's mid-engined, futuristic, and sounds like a fighter jet when it fires up. There is no resale value because it's a science project, a pure reflection of Jay's passion for innovation. This isn't the rarest car in his garage, it's the only one of its kind on Earth. So as you can see, Jay's garage is full of legends, but which one would you take for a spin? Drop your pick in the comments. We're ready to argue.